Nice to meet you. I'm
Yeah,
Gracie.
yeah, you as well. I like your jacket.
Oh, look, it's all floral. It's from actually Ted Baker, and this is Kirk and Kirk's.
I don't
So
know
I'm all
any.
about eyewear. So and I'm getting my own collection coming out in 2015.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, um, well, I'm Gracie, and I'm the very few women in the world talking about men's fashion.
Right.
In the last year, my heart is really for sports and athletes because I think you're fabulous at what you do. So if you can tell the world who you are and what you do.
I'm Vasu Sojitra and I ski and I backcountry ski and I'm also an outdoor athlete in general. So,
And
yeah.
how long have you been, doing all this for?
As long as I remember, I used to play soccer when I was younger and all that stuff, but started skiing when I was about 10 or so. So just picked up a lot of stuff around that age.
You ski a lot, and I ski as well. I was out there, out on the slopes this morning,
Oh,
and
nice.
yeah, and I was thinking of you a lot. And what is your love for skiing?
What is?
Yeah,
It's probably an addiction. No, as my mom would call it. No, I don't know. It's something I love to do, no matter what.
yeah.
And most of my friends do it too, so it's great to be out there with them and help other people out as well along the way. So it I don't know. It covers a lot of ground for me, at least, in what I want to do in my life.
Okay. Can you explain that more? Because I ski, but I find it terrifying. I mean, today was really icy as hell, and they when I ski, and I've been doing it for a long time, they just say like, you look really tense because it's a dangerous sport.
Oh yeah, no matter what, it's not a safe sport whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, I like to teach other people that have disabilities. That's what I currently work in that
Right.
field. It's
Yep.
therapeutic recreation. So
Yep.
helping kids, adults, whoever who have some sort of disability, cognitive, mental, physical, doesn't matter what. We help anyone get out there. And yeah, I don't know, it's fulfilling, it seems like. I think I sort of find my calling for the most part. Um, but yeah, I don't know, didn't expect skiing to be that big, like a big part of my life when I was that young, but it turned out it is.
Well, for those, they probably think, so what? I can ski too. But I guess it's time to kind of share. Like I was skiing this morning, and I find that when one leg gets kind of exhausted, I kind of alter on the other one. But um,
Right.
what are the advantages of skiing with one leg?
Um, I can move my ski much quicker because I don't have another ski to follow it.
Okay.
Squeeze through tighter areas, I'd say. When people try to follow me, I tell them not to just because of that reason.
I love it. Stay
I
out of the
mean,
way. I'm too fast.
yeah, I know exactly. I don't know. I mean, of course, my leg gets super tired.
Yeah.
Not, it's not going to change, but
You lost your leg at a
other.
very young age. So, really, and I've worked with a lot of people with a disability. My sister actually is visually impaired. So, it's,
Oh,
and the one thing that admire is that you're like, well, what you don't know that you have, you don't miss. Would that be fair to say?
yeah, exactly. Because I don't really know what I have to compare it to
Right.
mainly.
Yep.
Because I did lose it when I was less than a year old.
Mm.
So when I'm a year old, I don't remember anything except, just lying there and doing baby things. But um, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely it seems to me that it's a little easier to transition um, into regular day life,
Hmm.
just because of that inability to compare to someone who maybe lost, an arm or a leg or lost vision like 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm.
So, they always look back at that and see what their life used to be like. So it's always hard for those guys to kind of get over it.
Do you mentor people that have lost a limb or like
I'm,
has
I'm slowly getting into it. I work for a therapeutic rec organization here, and we get a lot of people with cognitive and visually impaired and
right?
physical disabilities. So it's cool to just talk to them and get to know them a little bit and help them out because they're always trying to get out there too. So trying to adapt to their needs basically. So it's pretty cool.
So what are the key things that you say to people that are struggling, um, because it's a permanent thing for anyone with a disability, but I find those that are just coming into it, it's one big mental battle,
Right.
isn't it?
It's mental about, yeah, of course. And I mean, I know it is. I mean, of course, because I've been through it for the most part.
Mm,
But I don't know. I try to tell them that there's so much out there for
yep,
support.
yep,
That I couldn't be here without support from my family and my brother and my friends. So there's always people that will help you out, the close ones, the loved ones. Even organizations like the ones I work with, they help out so much. Like they don't ask for money in return. They try to
yep.
help out as much as they can, without mostly just emotionally and physically, without the funding as much as they try to get out of it. But yeah, there's a ton of support out there.
Yep,
So,
yep.
yeah. Or
Colombia, you did that recent collaboration with them, and how did that all happen, and how's that kind of helped you? And
oh, okay. Well, that happened basically a year ago.
oh, right, well, it just seems like it's just coming out now.
Yeah,
So
yeah, a year ago. So my friend who I live with currently too.
yeah,
He he told me about this little scholarship that Columbia was putting up for people that love to ski. It's called the Ski Bum Scholarship.
yeah, yeah, love the name.
Yeah, and then so I asked a friend who does video to help me shoot like this 90-second clip, and he was like, "No way, you're gonna win this." So we filmed it in one day, like just going up in the morning to get some footage of me skiing and hiking and stuff, and we put it up. We got a ton of response from the public, just putting it up on social media and stuff, and then basically was able to get second place in that contest. Almost got first,
Wow,
which it's not. I mean, I kind of actually didn't want to get first because I wanted to work for the organization I got a job with that winter. So,
right.
so I was like, okay, whatever. I'm fine with that. But then Columbia actually approached me and was like interested in my story a little bit more. So started talking to them a little bit, started
Yep.
talking to the filmmaker that helped me make the 90-second film a little bit, and we decided to make a longer one just because there was such a good response for it, and there's a lot more to see. So basically went from there. Columbia helped out. We had a Kickstarter to help out as well.
Yeah, notice that. Yeah.
Got a couple more sponsors and just tried to promote it as much as we could, and it worked out pretty well. Still working out, actually. Still promoting it. Got into Banff Mountain Film Festival. That was huge. And now it's touring around the world. So,
Why do you think it's done so well?
um, I guess it's just because it's a unique
Mm,
sport that not a lot of people thought it would be possible for someone
yeah.
like me to get into. And the fact that I'm doing it all independently as well, doing the same stuff that people with two legs would do. I'm doing the same stuff and skiing it as well as they can. So um, it helps put a different perspective on what a disability actually is.
Yes. Yes.
Definitely. And yeah, so that's basically why I feel like it got a lot of publicity and I had made a lot of connections through the ski industry as well, so they helped out a lot with that, promoting and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool to be a part of that.
Excellent. Let's talk about because More so, I'm working with sports stars or world champions that never kind of see themselves within the fashion world. You know, they're so focused on what they do. So, are you conscious of your image, especially with a disability? I notice some can be they overcompensate, you know, in the way that they look because to
Oh,
fit
right.
in, kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I try to not stick out, but I stick out as much as it's kind of obvious with the kid with crutches walking around, of course. But I don't know, on film and stuff, you gotta look good, right? So,
Right. So, what
gotta keep
about off
that.
film? What
I mean, yeah, try to
has it
promote.
made you more aware? Like with Colombia, you know, sports gear is so fashionable. I've
Yeah,
interviewed
sure.
snowboard
I mean, you gotta
across, and
you gotta rep the companies and like make yourself. I mean, basically look good, fashionable for the most part. I mean, I try to wear some Columbia stuff, but I don't really have much right now. But yeah, I don't know, try to look like the character that I am, which I am. So, try to look like an
so
athlete, basically, which is what I usually wear anyways. So it's kind of funny. I don't really have to change too much.
so the kit that you wore was it specifically made for that clip? Like, did Columbia design, or they just threw anything on
No,
you?
I approached him was like, I need something lightweight and focused on backcountry wear, so like nothing insulated or anything, just so I don't overheat and stuff like that. So
Okay.
they like found the stuff that was appropriate for that and sent it out basically. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, nothing too crazy, of course. We weren't like winter camping or anything like that, which
No.
would take a lot more gear and all that. So,
So could there be a possibility of your own collection, you know? Because it's very specific. The reason why I'm asking is a guy tweeted, he was in a suit, and he said, "What do you think?" And I said, "I like it, but your shirt's really, really huge." He goes, "Yeah, but I have cerebral palsy. There's nothing out there for us guys." So I
oh,
was like, "Oh." So all of a sudden we're kind of campaigning like, well, why not? Why can't Colombia make your own collection?
yeah, right. I mean,
You're
that'd be cool. Yeah,
endorsable, you're marketable.
yeah, of course, right. I mean, I realize that I'm in some Columbia ads now without realizing that, so that's kind of funny. And pretty awesome actually. And so I don't know. Yeah, there is always a possibility out there for that. Um,
Oh,
so
well,
why
I'm excited because it's going to happen. That's why I'm putting it out there.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
You like to wear caps, I see.
Yeah.
It's a real, like our top followers from the USA. What is it with you guys in caps?
I don't know. Bad hair day.